We're live, we're live, we're live. Once again, we're here with a great show. I want to say hi to everyone in the chat, and for those who don't know me, my name is Brooklyn Core Cutters, and this is my family. I got the ladies with me, I got the gents with me, and we're about to have a great show. So I'm gonna let everybody say hi. To my left, there's Jazzy.
Hello, everyone. I hope you guys enjoy the show. It's going to be really good today.
All right. Next to Jazzy, you got Dre.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming out to the show today. Hopefully, you guys enjoy it.
All right. Next up is True.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for coming, and I hope y'all enjoy the show.
All right, next up is the playlister.
Hey everybody, thanks for coming up. And enjoy the ride.
All right. My name is Brooklyn Core Cutters, and I'm your host. And today we got a great show. I don't know what it's about because I always look forward to finding out what the ladies got in store for us today. So get your popcorn, get your drinks, and I'm gonna say hi to Ronster. All right, let me shout out a few people. What's up, Ronster? All right. We got the Phantom. Um, it's moving, so give me a minute. We got Phantom. All right. We got J Mac.
Amen.
Mhm.
Right. Appreciate y'all coming through. All right. So as y'all come in, smack those thumbs up. All right. So ladies, what y'all got in store for us today?
Okay, today we're going to talk about the murder of James Bulger, which happened in England. Um, this happened on March 1990. He was a 2-year-old boy that was abducted, tortured, and killed by two 10-year-old boys. One of the boys' name was Robert Thompson, and the other was John Venables. They led this 2-year-old boy away from a shopping mall in England. And because what happened was his mom was doing some shopping, she took her eyes off of him for a few minutes, and he was gone.
Wow.
So this was two little boys, 10-year-old boys, who took this little boy from a shopping center in England, which was kind of rough. The things that they did to this child
Yes,
was horrible.
yes,
Yeah. How can something like that happen?
Well, when you have your children, if you take your eye off, you never know what can happen.
Wow. That's
Right,
crazy.
right.
And this is a
yeah,
little boy.
yeah.
He's right there, Brooklyn. Put the point on the little boy that we're
Hold on.
speaking about. And also next to him is the two 10-year-old boys that
Yes.
took him from the
We're
mall.
taught.
Okay, just give me a
Right.
second. Let me get this thing set up. Okay. So you talking about this boy right here?
Yeah, he's a 2-year-old little boy, toddler,
Okay, hold
that
on.
the two
Yes,
little boys took him from the mall. And
So these
two,
two little boys right here with my mouth is on, right?
yes,
These two
these
yes,
are
little
these
boys
are the
is
boys
the
that
ones
took him
that
from the
took
mall.
this little boy, right?
Yes,
yes,
correct. And you can see in the picture to your left, I guess, they're showing that they did take him because you see they
Oh,
have him
right
by the
there.
hand.
So you talking about right
Yes,
here? Okay,
yes.
absolutely, right there.
Mhm.
okay.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
How
it
can
was it,
sorry, bro. How can somebody take a little kid from the mall and they don't notice that their kid is gone? I just don't. I don't get it.
right, but as I
Well,
stated,
actually, she was paying for her groceries. When she only took her eyes off of him for a second. When she turned back around, he was gone, and she went into a state of panic.
Wow.
Some people don't realize, like, I see a lot of people today that kids walk behind them. You got to keep your kids in front of you, and sometimes in that event when you paying for stuff, maybe if she had him standing in front of her, but she didn't expect that to happen.
That's
absolutely not.
crazy. That's crazy.
Right. Right.
Yep.
So, like the lady said, what I found so ironic about this story is that these two little boys Um, they really didn't know one another until they met at the mall that day. Both of these boys, you got to look at their background, look at their history. Uh,
Yeah.
they knew of one another in school, but they wasn't close friends. So just so happened that day, both of these boys had the same thing in mind as far
They
as
played.
kidnapping and murdering someone when they came together at the shopping mall that day.
Yeah,
Uh,
I don't mean to
you know,
cut you off, Jay. Were you saying that
yeah,
they knew each other?
they
They
Hmm.
were
they
together.
wasn't close friends. They knew of one another, but they didn't actually skip school that day to abduct this kid. They were both these both boys were they were troublesome kids coming up.
Yes.
So what
Yes.
they mainly what they were at the mall that day for was to do a little shoplifting. They were known for shoplifting and stealing what they needed to get. So they didn't go to the mall together. They met up at the mall and decided to abduct uh, little James Bulger and murder on March 3rd, 1993.
Yeah, but remember, they also tried to snatch a little boy before they
Ab-
got a hold of James,
yes, they
Right,
did.
right,
and
exactly,
but he ran away.
right, right,
But
exactly,
these little kids was horrific. They once they took the little boy, they knew around really good. They took him all through the back streets. They took him and they beat him with bricks. They sexually molested him, and they also he was hit by a train because they left him on the tracks.
Yes,
Man,
right,
And the
right,
sad about it is these little boys they were charged, but they remained in like a group home type setting for 8 years. They only received 8 years for the horrific crime that they committed, and they let them out and they changed their identities. And Jazzy,
right. But before that, what they did to this child was horrific because when they first got him, they threw him down on the ground. So once they threw him down on the ground, he had a big lump on his head. But the thing of it is that an older lady saw these two boys with this child, and she asked questions. They told her
hmm
that he was lost and they was trying to find his mom. But
hmm
instead of her stepping in and intervene, she told him
hmm
take him to the police station. That
right,
I didn't get. I didn't get that part where she saw this this child was crying, had a big lump on his head, and you tell these 2 10-year-olds to take him to the police station. I that part I didn't get. But the thing of it is, which was really morbid, is that once they took him, they beat him with rocks.
hmm
They
hmm
picked up some kind of thing from the train station, hit him with that.
hmm
the
They
tire,
took his
the metal rod.
right from the train station. They pulled his clothes down. They had
hmm
batteries. They inserted one in the child's rectum. I mean, the things that these 10-year-old boys
Oh
Yeah.
did
my lord.
right,
was
that's
morbid.
crazy.
Uh,
It was
yeah,
morbid. The things
right,
that these 10-year what 10-year-old have the right mind to even think about the things to do to another person? And mind you, this was a 2-year-old toddler, which was horrific. It really was horrific.
Look how
right,
he
yes.
looking in the face right here.
yeah,
I know he did it.
Oh yeah, and he had no kind of
No,
animosity or
no remorse.
anything, no remorse, no
Look at his face.
None.
nothing. And
right,
they
None.
tried to blame each other. Oh no, Robert did it. Oh no, John did it. They tried to blame each other. So
right,
hmm
they're saying that these kids were young and they didn't know right from wrong. I don't want to hear that because yes, they did.
right,
Yes,
Yes, they
they did.
did. Yes, they did. They everything that they did was calculated.
right.
Yes,
And if you remember, they said if these boys would have committed this crime 2 months earlier, they wouldn't have been prosecuted for this crime.
Right.
Because at the time when they committed this crime, they, like I said, they were 10 years old. So, ironically, they committed this crime 2 months later, and that's how they was able to prosecute Robert and John.
right,
Yes.
So,
right.
Wow.
yeah, but and like Jazzy also said, the one lady who actually stopped and questioned John and Robert at the time when they, had already left the shopping mall and they were leading this boy to, uh, you know, the train tracks where they found him. That was actually 37 other people who questioned and saw uh,
Yes.
John and Robert at the time also. So you had 38 people total to sort of witness this abduction, but didn't do anything about it.
Didn't
That's
do
crazy.
Hmm.
anything. It was horrible, horrible.
Yes.
And as we stated, that Robert, he could care less. He could care less about what he did. The
Right.
other boy, John, I think he felt some sort of way, but this Robert, I think he just was. He
Mm.
didn't
Yeah.
care. He didn't care.
Right. I think so too. I think John was more the manipulative type. He was
Right.
acting more than, Robert was showing his true emotions.
Right.
He was, he said he was a true delinquent at the age of 8 years old. He stayed out all
Hmm.
night. He shoplifted. He never really came home at starting at the age of 8. John
Yes.
was more of a undercover type of kid. He didn't show his emotions. Uh, Throughout the story, I thought they said Robert was the ringleader, but I thought John was the guy who actually uh, was the ringleader of this whole thing. Because
Mm.
later
Well,
later down the line, I'll tell you why.
I believe John was the ringleader
Uh huh.
because the other one he never offended again so far. But
Exactly.
Right.
John was accused of another horrific pornographic thing, and he was rearrested.
Right.
Yeah, quite a few times. Yes.
Yep.
Yes, and they are totally in an uproar because nobody felt as though neither one of them got what was justifiably due to them.
Right.
Absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely.
Right. Yeah.
it wasn't enough time to really rehabilitate them.
Right.
Right.
Well, that's why I say Robert. He was the first one to show remorse doing his rehabilitation in the home that he was in, and that's why they had a little bit more sympathy for Robert. But John showed more of his true colors when he was in rehabilitation. He always acted out frantically, and he literally admitted, "Yeah, I killed him." And this boy, he was irate. It took him longer for them to rehabilitate him. So,
Hmm.
and that's why I think he committed crimes after they released him. You know,
Yes, yes.
and still to this day, uh, for far as what I know, is in October of 2019, he was supposed to be uh, paroled again, and
Yes.
but I'm not for sure if he got
Wow.
released.
No, he didn't. They
Right.
rejected it.
Okay.
Let me show
Because
y'all
he
something right
he
here.
was doing a
These,
lot of he was doing a lot of things when he got out. So he did get in trouble quite a few times. He
Right.
did. But
these
you
two
guys,
people
if
here, these two people here, they the same people, right?
Yes.
This when
yes,
he got this when he was older, and this when he
That's him.
older, right?
That's him
E-
yes,
older.
Exactly.
Yes.
yes.
That's
Yep.
him as a man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But for that murder, for them to do that
Wow.
murder and only went to jail for 8 years, I thought that was absolutely it was
Insane.
absolutely insane. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I thought so.
Yeah. It
Well.
it was insane. But what was more insane is when they got out, they changed their identity
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
because
Well.
to this day, people want to kill them.
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah.
yeah,
Mm.
Yeah.
People want
Exactly.
to actually kill him.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
And after they did all that, did all that those things to that child, they put his body on the train tracks, and he got a
Ran
train
over.
ran over, and it severed his body
Right.
Wow.
That's true.
After they killed him.
after
Yep.
they
Yes.
killed him. So don't tell me that these kids did not know what they were doing, because they did.
Yeah, that's
Right.
crazy.
Yes.
They had this
Yep.
in mind. This is what
Look
they
at
had
him.
in
They
mind to
walking
do.
out with him. But right here in this picture, this boy looked pretty tall and pretty up to size.
Right, but he was only
Hmm.
10.
Yeah,
He was
He
only
was
he
only
10.
10.
was
Yes.
only 10
Yeah.
years
A
old.
big 10.
Yes, a Big 10, but he
Mhm.
was only 10. Both of
Yeah.
them were 10.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he was
So
only
what do
10.
this picture mean?
Well, that was the mom.
No,
That
right
that
here.
was
This one here I'm on too. Right here. You see these two? What do that mean?
I think I'm not for sure who that
This when
is
he was
next to.
little?
That's James Bugler right there.
This
The
when
one
he
that
was
you.
little, right?
Well,
yeah.
Right, but
James Bugler is the one that
that,
got killed.
right, but this person
Mhm.
here,
I'm not sure who that person there
right,
is.
I'm
Looks
not
like this.
sure.
They look like they showing like this when he was a
Maybe
kid.
that would have been him had he got older. Maybe.
Because that's his
Oh,
mother. That's his mother right there.
right
Right,
here.
where you at, Brooklyn? Yeah,
Right. So
yeah.
that's probably his father that they showing next to him right now.
Right.
Oh,
Right, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
it says real stories too.
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
true. It's
'cause that's
true.
his
True
mother right
crime.
there.
True crimes.
It's really a true story that happened in England, and
Wow.
the things that they did to this child was just horrific. It was horrific the
Yeah.
things they did to this child.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
crazy.
Right. Well, both boys had a background of like I say of mischief and trouble. So
Yes.
Robert Townsend, his parents was divorced, and like I said, he started getting in trouble at the age of 8 years old. His parents didn't even care if he came home or not. Um,
No.
he felt like he was neglected, and that's why he said he started committing crimes at a young age. And John was just the opposite. I mean, he was at home with his mother, uh, but he
Yes.
had siblings that were younger than him that needed special attention. They were special needs. His siblings were special needs siblings, and he felt like he was ignored and neglected
Right.
when he
Yep.
came up. Also, and
Yes,
they said that's kind of like what led them to do what they did on March the 3rd, 1993, when they abducted James Bugler and
Yeah,
murdered him.
that's
right.
crazy.
Yes.
But
Yes.
it's also like they did a short story.
Mhm.
If you have Amazon Prime,
Mhm.
um,
Mm-hmm.
you can watch it. It's called what is it?
Detainment.
Detain.
Detainment.
Detainment.
Detain.
Right.
Detainment, right. So if you have Amazon Prime, they did a short story about it, which was pretty good. You can go and watch it because they also have it on YouTube, but they want you to pay $1.99 for it.
Mm.
So if you have
Yes.
Prime,
Prime. If
you
you're a
can
prime
watch it.
member.
Yes,
Mhm.
if you're a Prime member, you can watch it.
Yeah.
But
Mm.
Right.
it was horrific, and John, he kept saying, "Why would I murder a baby?" But then Robert said, "If I wanted to murder a baby, I could murder my little brother."
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah. I
Right.
yeah,
did.
Right.
Yes he did. And he told the cop, "You weren't there. I was there. I know what happened." So
Right.
they were saying to him, "Well, tell us what happened."
Yeah, so now the mother was inside the mall shopping, and then
Right.
she turned
Yeah.
her head for a few seconds, and the
Yes.
boy just grabbed the boy by the arm and just led him out the
Yes.
store.
Yes he did.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
Yes he
crazy.
did.
I can't even see how that can happen. You know,
Why you
you
don't?
know,
Why you? Why you?
Very.
Why you
I
can't see
can't
that?
because
Because if you, like Diva said, we see today that these women, their children be walking behind them. Anybody can snatch them up if you're not paying attention
yeah.
to your child, and you
That's
see that
right.
every day that these women let their kids walk
Mhm.
way behind them.
Even now to the day when I go to the store with my granddaughter, she's right by my side. And mainly I'm shopping for her. So how's I'm gonna have her out not walking in back of me? Man, this don't make sense to
It
me.
don't make sense, but they do it. A
Well,
lot of them do it.
not everybody thinks the same.
No, I'm not
Yes,
thinking of I would
Mhm.
never
You
think nobody's
know,
grabbing my grandchild or my kid. I just that I'm always got my kid by my side when I'm
right.
out
Well,
shopping.
you're vigilant. A lot of them are not vigilant.
but
Yeah.
your
Mhm.
granddaughter is less likely to be abducted.
Right.
But there
Crazy.
are some. There are some because I have got after a few young ladies about that. Like how you
Crazy.
these babies can barely walk. What if one of these doors close and their hand get caught in the door?
Yeah, it don't
It's
make no
so many
sense.
things that happen to this child.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know,
But
I don't get it.
and kids they run around, they hide. They're very fast.
I know
You
things
know,
happen,
and
but
Yeah, but
me,
these
at two
parents,
years old, little James didn't know that it was real danger out there.
right, at
Like,
2.
some
Mhm.
kids
look at the
go
picture,
to
y'all. He's
sleep.
leading them out like they
He's
together.
yes.
Look at the
Mhm.
picture
Yeah,
here.
but you got some kids, you go to touch them, they gonna cry like a siren.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
You, you
Absolutely.
know,
Yeah.
so it was,
Yep.
I really can't blame the mom because she was
Yeah,
playing for
I'm not trying.
groceries.
I'm not trying to blame the mom, right? But what I'm
No,
saying, I'm trying to.
nobody's saying that.
Yeah, what I'm trying to picture, right? What I'm trying to get in my head is two kids come to the mall. Don't they're not affiliated with each other and wind up doing something like this. How does something like that happen? I
But
don't know. When they got in the mall, they said, "Oh, we're gonna take somebody today." I don't get it. I got to
what
look more into this because
what
I
well
don't get it.
that's what the investigators was trying to figure out also.
I don't get it.
When they went back and retracked the boys' steps. So they said it was just ironic how these two boys came together because they didn't skip school that day and
That's what
go
I'm
to the mall
saying.
shopping mall together.
How did
Uh,
that happen?
yeah, so not sure. They probably met up in the shopping mall.
Yeah,
And
parent,
they were both
both of
yeah
their parents not paying attention. They linked up. Both of their parents.
Hmm.
We got three parents that not paying attention
well
in the mall.
Yep.
the two kids who did the murder and their parents wasn't around.
They
These guys was delinquent kids. They can skip school and
Oh,
do
so
whatever
that's
they
the
wanted
right.
to do.
Okay. So
You
they
know.
just went to the mall. See, that's
Yeah.
this what I'm saying. This
Hmm.
is what I don't get.
Mm.
Two kids wind up at the mall at the same time. I don't think it's a coincidence that they wind up at this mall. I think,
to me, I agree with you, Brooklyn, because so they just met up and they said, let's take a kid.
yeah, come on, nah,
I
it
don't
don't
think
work
so.
like that.
I don't
Nah,
think so.
Right.
I
they
think those
went there.
two,
They went
right.
there to do devilish, to
Yes, they
steal
did.
or do whatever. They went there for some
Yeah, that was
other reasons.
the meeting place.
Yeah,
That
Yeah.
Right.
they went
yes.
there for some other
Because
reasons.
there's no
Right.
way that you just talking to
Nah,
somebody and all of a sudden y'all decide that they
random.
want to,
Y'all got the same thoughts
Yeah,
in y'all head.
yeah.
right. They had to
It
speak
doesn't
about it
happen.
before they did it.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely. I agree
Yep.
with
They
you.
did.
Right.
Okay.
I
So
agree.
now I feel a little bit better because
Right.
I know I ain't stupid and ain't crazy.
Yeah.
You understand
Now,
what I'm saying? And
now
I'm like, I'm like,
Yeah.
as
my
far as James Bugler, you see a lot of kids like that that slip away from their parents'
Mm-hmm.
protective care. Like True said, she was paying for groceries. She turned around, she was paying for groceries. Next thing you know, little James, he was gone.
yeah,
He slipped away. So
crazy.
we've seen other stories like that also, where parents lost their kids and the kids got abducted in shopping malls and
Yes.
grocery stores and stuff like that.
So all I
Mhm.
gotta say is thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm glad y'all doing this story because there's a lot of people out there that ain't paying attention to their kids. So I hope that y'all watching this, and I hope that when y'all go out shopping, that
Mhm.
y'all pay more close attention because this can happen to your kid.
Of course.
Right. And I'm surprised that they even had the pictures of
Crazy.
them when they got older because they was trying to
Yeah.
protect them from being seen. But now,
Well.
you can see them.
Yeah.
Well, the only one that you see is James Vorber.
Yeah, you see the other
Uh,
one.
the other Robert Townsend, he's still in protective custody. He hasn't broken his agreement yet, so you don't
Right.
know where he is right now.
Okay.
Right.
Now look at
Right.
this picture here, y'all. Look at these two pictures. They look like they in school, right?
Right.
Now, don't it look like they up to something? Both of them.
Yeah.
Well,
They look
You
like
can't
little
tell me
devils.
well,
that they ain't up to something.
Yeah, but
them
see,
two,
this one that you're pointing on is
yeah,
the
those,
short story that they did. The other two are the
They
ones that did it, but
still
they
look
did
like
this.
they ready to rob the cameraman or
well,
something.
they doing their job.
Yeah.
They actors, so they
Yeah,
doing their
Yeah,
job.
they're acting for
Mhm.
real, for real.
yes,
Right.
And look at this picture here, plain as day, y'all. Look at this one here,
plain as day.
Yep.
plain
He
as
grabbed them.
day.
They're
Well,
both of them. Yeah.
that was the short story also. That was part
Yes.
of the short
Hmm.
story also. That's not the actual surveillance
Yeah,
footage.
this is surveillance right
Mhm.
here.
Right.
That's why I
Exactly.
left it
That's
here
it.
so everybody can
Right.
see the surveillance right here.
Right.
Crazy, y'all.
Yeah.
Crazy. And the part that gets me the most is after they killed him, wherever how they killed him, they took the boy to the train track and put the little boy on a daggone train track.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
Yep. Was
that
hit
part
by
right
a train.
there is just
Mind
messed up
blow.
the whole freaking story. You know, it's just crazy how they just said, "Well, we're gonna go to the train track and just throw him on the train track." Maybe the train demolish him or something. Well, I
But
don't know
that's
what
what
they
they
were
wanted to
thinking.
do. That's what their
Yeah,
purpose
that,
to take him to
yeah.
They
train.
only 10 years old. How they
10-year
thinking? How
olds.
they thinking like that?
Yes. But
Yeah.
as Dre said, these kids were they
Hmm.
weren't good kids.
But
They
these
they
kids
traveled,
is
they
not.
did what they wanted to.
They're
They
not smart enough to even know how to tie their shoe. You understand? And how they think about we gonna go to the train track and how did they get the body to the train track? Man, I gotta
no,
look. I
they
gotta
had
Hmm.
look.
took
I
him
gotta
there.
look into this,
They
huh?
took him there, and that's where they started beating him with
Oh,
rocks.
so that's where they. Okay,
Right. That's
okay.
what that was
Yeah.
their main
Yeah, they
purpose.
was beating him. Yeah.
That
Right.
was that.
I thought they murdered him somewhere and drug him over there.
No, that was their main purpose.
No.
They wanted him to get hit by a train, but they beat him so
Hmm.
badly and did all these other things to him. Once he died, they put him across the train tracks, and then the train severed his body. He got hit by the train and severed his body.
Crazy.
So
Right.
I don't care what these people are talking about. They're too young to be in jail. I mean, really, at 10 years old
Who
Hmm.
to have a
said that they
mind.
too young? They went to juvie, man. What are you kidding
Right,
me?
they went to juvie, but
But
to
that
have
was nothing.
that
That
was
was nothing.
nothing.
Right after jury, they should have did their time. Go to jury, go
Juvie.
Hmm.
there. Yeah, juvie. After juvie, you gonna do your sentence.
But
Yeah.
Right.
see, over
Here,
there,
Yeah.
over
here in the
there in
states.
England, they don't. Over there in Britain, they don't have the same laws that we
That we
have.
have. No, they
Cause,
Yep.
don't.
cause,
Hmm.
'cause once they turn 18 here, they
This
would
is
have went.
crazy.
They would
Yeah.
have went to.
Yep.
Yeah. They got off
I should
easy.
have put a parental guidance on this one. I'm telling you, because that train thing is horrific.
Right.
Yeah.
But they
Yeah.
well, that's what we were saying. That it's going to be a little morbid, the story. But it's true crimes, and this is what we do. We try to bring things to attention of people that had no idea
Right.
it's happening. So
Yeah,
Right.
this is our point.
Right.
these three right here, they killed this little boy.
They killed this
These
little
two.
boy.
When you look back at
Unbelievable.
that, these kids being on the streets at that young age, these kids had a lot of street smarts. So they
Yes.
wasn't thinking like normal 10-year
Hmm.
olds. They had a
Right.
lot of
That's what
practice
I said. They
of
was in
being
their
away from home.
neighborhood saying we
Right.
gonna go do something establishment and we going to the mall.
Right.
You
Exactly.
understand? They
Yep.
saw that little boy by himself. That little boy was by himself when they took him. He
Exactly.
wasn't. They seen him. Oh, he by himself. Let's just grab him.
Right.
Right. But as
That's
Diva
what they
stated,
did.
they tried to get a kid before him, but the little kid ran away. So they
Crazy.
already had that mind frame of
Yeah,
we're going to get somebody.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Right.
the
Yeah.
mind
Right.
frame that they had.
yeah,
Right.
You would think they catch that beforehand, but I
yeah,
guess not.
No,
yeah. I guess not neither.
Well,
Well,
absolutely, absolutely.
well,
It's
you
crazy.
but
know,
the first lady felt that baby.
She did.
yeah,
She did.
yeah.
She told
But
them to take him. She should have took him.
Yes, she should have took all three of
Yes,
them.
yeah,
yes.
she should have.
Let's go to the police station because what's going on here?
Yeah,
Right.
what are you doing with him?
Right.
Right.
I would have absolutely questioned that child to the proper authorities.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
like I say, this is not the uh only time that a kid slipped away. As
Yeah,
my kids when they were coming up, there was stories and that were out there when I was coming up that I
Yeah.
remember when I was little that kids slipped away and they got abducted and killed. So
yeah.
when my kids was coming up, I was always aware where my kids were
Me
around
too.
me at
Absolutely.
all times.
Absolutely.
Me
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
too. Me too.
Right,
Absolutely.
right.
And then that goes back to saying, I say it on a lot of shows, everything starts at home. You see,
Oh yeah,
you
Oh
know,
yeah. Yeah, I
everything
agree.
starts at home. These people, I'm just gonna say these people, they know they something wrong with their kid, and they don't do nothing about it. I'm
Right.
telling y'all,
Right.
Yeah,
right.
they don't do
a
nothing
lot of
about it.
people, a lot of people in the community was upset with the parents
That's
because
what
they
I'm
knew that
saying.
their kids had
I
issues.
would be also.
Knew their kids had issues.
Yeah, and you noticed all these true
Mhm.
crime stories that we've done. What do they all have in common? All these kids have
Abuse,
troublesome uh,
neglect.
you know,
Background.
Backgrounds.
background.
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
Starts at
Yep.
home.
It starts at home.
Yes,
Right.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It was horrific, and I was like, "Oh wow, this is a baby, 2 years old.
And
This is
here
a
we are.
baby."
Here we are every day out here teaching our kids not to hurt other people, and these people out there letting their
Hmm.
kids hurt other people. That's
Mhm.
just crazy, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
crazy. I taught my kids to respect other people. You understand? And if you don't do that, this is gonna happen. When you don't do nothing with your kids, this is what's gonna happen.
Well, yeah, a lot of them. Sometimes they have a lot of kids, and they can't keep an eye on every last one of their children.
Well,
So
I'm
this
sorry
is
to
this is
say, I'm
what
sorry to
happens.
say, why have them?
Hmm.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Why have them?
Yeah. So I mean, it is what it is. This is what happened in England. The laws are different from ours because they would have got life or either death sentence.
Yeah. Now let me ask
So
you a
it's
question. Let
different,
me ask everybody in the panel, everybody in the chat, and everybody watching at home. What if that was your kid? How would you feel?
Hmm.
Yeah,
Distraught.
I
I
can't.
thought so.
Right, destroyed. You're
Yeah,
right. Absolutely.
yeah, I thought so.
Absolutely. But the
Silent.
parents did
I
break up. I
couldn't
think.
even imagine.
Yeah,
You
but
can't
I
even
think
I can't even imagine either. And everybody
Yeah.
sitting home probably saying, "Yeah, yeah, BK, yeah, you right." Can't even imagine, right?
Right.
I can't even
right.
imagine.
Hell no.
That was my kid that
Mm-mm.
they took. You know how I would feel if I allow somebody to take my kid from me and do what they did to my kid? Man, forget it.
It was gruesome. It really was gruesome what those two
Yeah,
boys
Forget
did
it.
at 10.
the
But
the boy, the James mom is still angry to this day.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
she's still
I
angry
would
to
be
this day.
too. Look at the train tracks, y'all.
Still,
Yes.
Hmm.
Right here.
she's still angry.
Yeah.
Crazy. I'm uptight right now.
You
You
know,
It's
and,
understand?
and
Okay, Lola said,
until she closed her eyes.
Oh, Lola
Go
here.
yeah,
I'm
Lola said
Hmm.
sorry.
some
Sorry, everybody. I'm not
oh
paying
God.
attention to the
But
chat.
Lola said some
You
kids are
know.
just born that way. It's not always the parents' fault. That's what Lola said.
Oh yeah, Lola said a lot
That
of
is true
things.
too.
It's true.
Right.
Hmm.
It's true. It's true.
right.
Yeah, yeah. And now I want to say welcome to a lot of people. We got a lot of people up in here. Air 10 Picks Radio. Appreciate you stopping by. Charmaine. We got a lot of people up in
Hola.
here.
Hi, everyone.
I'm sorry if I didn't, I wasn't. I'm into this. Like I said,
Hmm.
when the ladies come out on Sunday, I'm sorry, I'll be into it. I really, really get into these stories because these stories, like I said, they hit home. Even though that wasn't my kid, I go, what if that was? You
Right.
understand?
Right.
So that's why, I get in my little feelings and stuff like that. I'm gonna be 100. I get in
Yes.
my feelings and everything. You see, he said, Amen. You
Yeah.
know,
Yes.
word
Yes.
up. Can we get an amen in the chat from everybody? Amen.
Yeah.
True. True. But
Word up.
Charmaine said the
Charmaine.
parent right, the parents should have been arrested. The
Okay,
parents.
let me
This
try
she
to
felt like
find
the
it.
parents should have been arrested.
Apologize if I ain't highlighting no
I
comments because,
agree, but like I
like I
said,
said,
the
I'm
laws
Hmm.
in
is
it.
different in every country.
Yeah, yeah, very different. Very different.
Oh yeah, Lola
Eh,
said something too. I'm
she's-
coming down.
yeah.
Oh,
Cause them
jail.
boys shouldn't have.
Yeah, they should have jailed the parents. Absolutely. Um,
They shouldn't have never let them out.
Well,
Right.
Yeah.
let me
well,
see.
Robert's mother, she was in and out of jail too. She was suffering
Mm.
from depression
Okay.
and cocaine use.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
Mm.
got
right.
those amens in here. That's right. Amen.
Mhm.
Telling you.
But like they always say, my dad always taught me, you try to learn from other people's mistakes.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So that's why
Absolutely.
we do these shows. We do
Yeah.
these shows so maybe this might help somebody. This.
Mhm.
I'm glad that we do this. Because this is gonna help people. People can come and view our shows and say, well, you know what? Hey, they'll start looking at their kid. Like, hold up. You
Right.
understand? And
Right.
start doing something about it because something need to be done. Something need to be
Yep.
done because if I could teach my kid not to hurt your kid, I think you should teach your kid not to hurt nobody else's kid.
Right.
Right.
But right.
Right.
I
I agree. I agree. But sometimes it doesn't happen that way. You can have
Yeah.
the best kid and then they turn
Well, let me
another
tell you like this.
another way.
Yo,
I mean,
remember about me? Your kid hurt my kid. I'm holding you responsible.
oh, absolutely.
I'm holding
absolutely,
you
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
responsible.
I agree with
absolutely.
that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because we do these shows and we try to make people aware of what's going on. I ain't, I'm glad, like I said, ladies, thanks. I praise y'all because y'all do these stories. And people listen to these stories. They be sharing these stories all over the place. And like I said, yeah, guys, share this to every platform. So, because maybe one day we gonna make a difference to somebody. You
Absolutely.
know, we're
Yeah.
gonna avoid something from happening just by people watching the videos and seeing how emotional we are and see how much we care about the next person. This might avoid tragedy from happening in the future.
Right.
Hopefully, I'm
Oh,
hoping and praying.
Right.
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
kudos to Diva because Diva came up with
Yep.
the story. Kudos to
Yes,
Diva.
yes,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
yes,
Yeah.
Thank
ladies.
you.
Good. Good
I'm
job.
giving y'all thumbs up, man. For
Yep.
real,
I give them thumbs up
for
every
real,
week.
for real. This one here was a good one, because like I said, I'm glued to this. I'm interested in it, and I'm like, this, and I always go. Y'all gotta always think. Everybody don't take it lightly because what if? You
Yep.
understand? Always go, what if? That's
Right.
how I always look at it. Like, oh, I got my granddaughter right here, and I'm looking like, yeah, all right, you're okay.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna leave it like that.
Yes, I agree. I know
Mm-hmm.
what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking, but I feel the same.
Yeah,
I
Exactly.
well,
feel the same, and mine is 20. I
That's
look at
right.
yeah, I.
Because
So,
guess what? I'm going to get in a lot of trouble. That's for sure.
yes,
I will
I
get in a
am.
lot of trouble.
Mm-hmm.
A
Yes.
lot.
yeah,
Yes.
Yep.
But
I'm in
but
the
as I stated,
doghouse now.
yes, as I stated, if you want to watch this short story, if you're a Prime member, um, you can take a look at it. They do have a short story, which I thought was really, really good.
Yeah, well, y'all
Yeah.
summed
I
it up
thought
for
so
me.
too.
Y'all summed it up for me. Yeah, I'm talking about as far as awareness and whatnot. Yeah, I feel sorry for the moms. My prayers go out to the family. I hope that maybe if they can see that we doing these reviews, we shedding light on people, kids, and what happened to people. So that's why I said y'all need an award. You understand? Because I'm serious. I'm being dead
Mm-hmm.
serious. Y'all need an award because this is other people child, other people kids, and y'all out there showing people what people are doing to other people kids. Now,
Yes.
who's gonna take their time out and show something like this, and try to make people aware of what happened or what's going on. And
Right.
like I
Right.
said,
and what
this
can happen?
And what
Yep.
can
and
happen?
what can
What?
happen.
People
Exactly.
people need to be more vigilant when it comes to their children.
That's right.
Just that's the main thought of
That's
this
it.
story. Be more
Yeah,
Yeah.
vigilant when it comes
yeah.
to your children.
And it ain't always about streaming. That's why I rock with y'all ladies.
Yep.
I rock with
Same here.
y'all for real.
Yep.
Yep.
Cause
Yes.
this is nice. This is nice what y'all do.
Right.
Thank you.
One day I'm gonna do something for y'all. You understand?
Right.
Because this right here needs an award. I'm telling you.
How nice is that?
Yep.
Okay, John, I think is Debs or Degged. He's saying that John has been given two identities since
Right.
his release.
That's true.
He is one sick individual, and one day, hopefully, poor James, Buger mother, will get justice.
Yes,
Yep.
Absolutely.
That's
Yeah.
absolutely.
true.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. They gave him those two
Yeah.
different identities each time he broke his probation.
Yes.
They
Yo,
had
Yeah.
to
let
give
me
him a
tell you.
different identity.
One day
And then,
these,
but then remember, babe, people was trying to find out who he was.
Oh, they
Yeah,
were.
yeah. People was trying to find out who he was, and actually, James Bugler's father, he was the one that was pushing to release the identity of both of these guys.
Right.
But
Yes.
Bugler's
this is
mother said,
John Bugler right here.
"Yeah, yeah." James Bugler's mother, she said no. She wanted these guys' identity to stay, uh, in
Nah,
secret
man,
because
because nah,
she didn't want a vigilante. She didn't want these two guys who committed the murder. She didn't want them to be,
He
brutally
didn't want.
murdered themselves.
yeah, but
Right.
I
So,
understand. I could do understand that part. We don't promote violence. I do
Hmm.
understand that. I
Right.
do understand that. But I wouldn't want these people next door to me, and now I don't know who they are.
Well,
So it
yeah,
go both ways.
right.
You
yeah,
think I
Right.
want
I
these
can
people
see that.
living next door to me, and I got my kids, and they grown now. They snatching big bodies now.
Yeah,
You
well,
understand?
Yeah, they are.
No way.
yeah,
True.
well, they say Robert Townsend, he hasn't reoffended since he's been out, and it's presumed that he's living with another man now. These two guys are,
Yeah,
he's a gay guy now. So
It don't
yeah.
um
matter.
they like I say, they could be doing anything. You never
Yeah.
know.
Right. I agree with you. I would want to know who these people are too. I
Yep.
agree.
Yep.
I
Well,
do
me,
Yep.
agree.
I want everybody to put amen in the chat for the little baby that lost his
Yes.
life.
Yes.
25-year anniversary. Cause it look like it says 25-year anniversary for James Buger murdered. Right.
Yes.
I
Yes.
want
Yeah.
everybody in the chat, everyone that watches this video today and from here on, I want you to put in the comments section below. All I want y'all to do is say amen. That's
Yes.
it.
Right.
Everyone, everyone that view this show from today on, all I want, this is what I'm asking y'all to do. Put amen in the comments below,
I'll do that
please.
after the show. I'll put
All
that in
right.
comment.
Yes.
Yep.
That's all I ask y'all to do.
Right. But I think we summed it up, guys. And as I stated,
Yes.
there's a short story. If you're
Yes.
a Prime member, the name of it is what
The name of it is detainment.
detainment. So you guys can take a look at it. I thought it was well done.
And you get special deals like for Prime member if you're like in disability or disabled or have an EBT card and all that sort of stuff. You get like I think $5 or $6 a month for Prime.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, that's good news.
Fantastic. Good news,
Yep,
playlister.
yep,
Good
yep.
news. Good news.
Yeah. Yeah, I rock with y'all ladies. I rock with y'all. I'm telling y'all. I rock with y'all.
Yeah, same here. I
For
like
real.
what they do.
Because yeah, this one here was excellent. Or even though all the rest of them was excellent, this one here, I tell y'all, I'm gonna take care of y'all for this one. Because this one here, what y'all do, like I said, y'all don't have to do this, you know, and I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Because like I
Thank you.
said, I always go, what if? What if?
We enjoy it.
No one wanna wake up and it's happening to y'all. You
Right.
No,
understand?
no, that's true.
Like I said, it ain't always about streaming. You know, if y'all doing what the man want y'all to do. Cause if he didn't want y'all to do this, y'all wouldn't be here.
Right.
Everything
Mhm.
happens for a reason. So y'all
Doing it
excellent in my book.
every
Thank you.
Sunday. We
Every
enjoy
Sunday.
it.
True crimes.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yep.
True Crime Sunday.
Amen. Yes. Amen. Crazy. Well, we're gonna wrap this up. I want to show everybody. We got some more gadgets in. I'm just gonna hold it up. We got one here. This is my new server. We're gonna be unboxing this thing on Tech Talk Tuesday. So make sure that y'all come through on Tuesday for Tech Talk Tuesday. So me and the family, we're gonna show y'all the new servers and we're gonna show y'all other servers that y'all might need. All right. We got a lot of new stuff coming, and so stay tuned. Lock this channel down, cause the family, they on point. Real, they on point. All right. So playlister, you got anything you want to add? I'm gonna go to playlister first.
Um, let's see here.
On this hood on the
okay.
table.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get playlister.
Uh, I've been working on my adults and stuff like that. But yeah, if you have Prime, like the show today about everything about the two kids that murdered that little kid on the train tracks, that's for like if you have EBT card and stuff like that or whatever, you get special assistance. You can get Prime for like dirt cheap, and that's all I have to say for today.
All right,
Great,
that's what's
great,
up. That's
great.
what's up. So now we're gonna go to my left, Jazzy.
Yes, thank you guys for coming and checking us out. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. I thought it was a great topic, Diva. And don't forget about Tech Talk Tuesday, because the guys, they find a lot of good gadgets, you know, for you guys to see. A lot of great gadgets.
Thank you, Jazzy. Yeah. So the next up is Dre.
Yeah, I want to thank the ladies for finding this content today. This was a good find. I was intrigued as soon as I heard the story. And like Brooklyn said, we really appreciate what you ladies do uh, every Sunday, day in and day out. You just don't know how much we appreciate you. I want to thank all the people that came out to watch the show and tune in for Tech Talk Tuesday.
Thank you, Andre.
Yep,
Thank you,
Yep.
absolutely.
Thank you.
Andre.
Next up is True Diva.
I'd like to thank everybody for coming out, taking time out to come share with us on True Crime Sunday. And also, I would like to see y'all on Tuesday for Tech Talk Tuesday.
Yeah, absolutely. So we already went to playlister.
Yep.
Me, I'm gonna leave y'all with these kind words. You know, pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to what's going on next door to you. Because maybe one day that y'all could save someone's life. And ladies, like I said, I'm proud to be in this family. Because everybody, I'm gonna name Jazzy, Dre, True Diva, Playlister, King, Rom King. Y'all some awesome people.
Thank
And
And
you.
so are you, Brooklyn.
yeah, and
Thank you.
everyone
Thank you,
in the
BJ.
chat that comes out and support Brooklyn and the family. We really appreciate you guys also. And
Yes,
everyone
we
that
do.
shares the video, we see the views, and we appreciate everyone taking their time out to look at us, right? So on that note, right, my name is Brooklyn Core Cutters, and I'm proud to say this is my family. All right. And till the next time, y'all, stay safe.
Good
God
night.
bless.
Good
Be
night.
safe. Happy Memorial's weekend.
Yes,
Yep.
happy Memorials.
Eat plenty of barbecue.
That's right.
Yep.
Tech Talk Tuesday, y'all.
Yes, sir.